All right, for this next video in our DWI series, we're going to talk about the driver's license suspension component. And frankly, this is the most frustrating part for us and for our clients, because anytime you're charged with a DWI, there comes with it a 6-month driver's license suspension. Now, how I wish this would work, I wish it would work like possession of marijuana. Possession of marijuana, there's a 6-month driver's license suspension, but it doesn't begin until you're convicted of it. So I've got all that time to work the case, get it pled down to something else, and we can avoid that driver's license suspension altogether. With the DWI, unfortunately, the way that the law works is that 6-month driver's license suspension, it's going to start while your case is pending. And so usually what happens when you're arrested, they're going to take your license right there, and they'll give you a 30-day temporary requirement. And then the 6-month suspension will begin at the end of that 30 days. You probably will just have your first court appearance within that 30 days. The case is in its infancy. You don't have a lot of really good options here. One way to look at it is you can say, all right, well, I just won't drive until the case is over. And if that's something you can handle, that's fine. Now, if you're caught driving while your license is suspended, we have another special DWI law that I hate that says you get an automatic 10 days in jail if you're driving on a suspended because of a DWI. So we don't like that part. And then the other thing that we don't like is what driver control has started to do is they've taken the position that it's not 6 months, then you get your license back. It's 6 months with an interlock, and you take these 2 classes, and then you get your driver's license back. So our clients are left with this choice, what do I do while a case is pending? Because delay is only going to help us. It's part of our strategy. And even on a vast case where I've got really great evidence, we're still looking at about 3 months on average before I can win it. So here's what we tell our clients to do. We tell our clients that before that initial 30 days runs, go down to the revenue office, you get the interlock installed. That way you already have it. You can drive without worrying about getting arrested for driving on a suspended. And then as the case is going, let's say we get 3 months down the road, and if we get the case dismissed, you can just go over and get the interlock taken out. On the flip side, if it turns out the evidence was all bad for us, and then we're going to have to plead guilty to the DWI, then you're already that far along with a suspension. The clients that listen to that, they go ahead and get the interlock. Those clients are always happy because either they run the 6 months while the case is going, or we can win the case, we can plead guilty, and they're already almost done with it. The clients that don't have a great experience are the ones that ignore that advice and they don't get the interlock. So they're sitting there waiting a few months while the case is pending, and then it turns out there's just really not a way to win it. Then their 6 months starts after that final court date. The other thing that's really frustrating to remember is all that we can really control is what happens in court. So court is going to decide, are you guilty, are you not guilty, are you going to jail or not, that sort of thing. Driver control is a separate state agency that governs your driver's license. And, we can't sue them, we can't go make them do anything. They're not under the same scrutiny as the judges, so they're a lot harder. But just the big thing to keep in mind when we're dealing with the DWI, it's really 2 different cases of one. We go, what's going on in court? Are you guilty? Are you going to go to jail or not? And then we have driver control over here, how to get our license. But that's how we handle the driver's license suspension until the law changes, and that's what we're stuck with. Thanks.